You saw my reports. You know it's not my fault.
The facts suggest otherwise.
Night Warden Minthara, your crime is incompetence, and your sentence is death.
No! Please! Mercy! Please!
Bye-bye, princess.
Oh,
Kill the
God.
goblins, too.
Oh, God!
No! You creaking old bag of shit!
Wait, was that Sasa? It was Sasa! Oh.
Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you.
And so it continues. So, alright, everything is ready. I'm pretty sure there's one more eyeball up ahead that we technically need to take care of as well. But that is not of our concern right now. What is important is that we get her out of here now. Alright? I'm gonna close the door, just in case somebody wants to interrupt us. I'm sorry about that, Hudson. I need to close the door. Okay, Minthara. Everything is ready. Can I talk to you? Yes? No? What's currently going on? My lady? Okay, question. Why am I not able to click on her right now? Why can I not talk? Why can we not talk? Do you have an issue? Is it an issue? You know what? I'm gonna reload the game really quickly. Girl! Move!
There's an illithid parasite in that corpse. You should take a look.
Yeah, that's... I don't understand it. What is the problem? Why is she... She's not even reacting to my attacks. I was worried that she might be furious if I tried to harm her. But she's so bugged. She doesn't even react to that.
With haste.
It's okay. I took a little peek on the internet, because I can't really figure out what is currently going on. I reloaded the game. I reloaded the game internally by going through the camp, which usually fixes those issues. And nothing works. I even pushed her out of that corner, destroyed every object around her, and even attempted to kill her. Nothing triggers her. And the internet kind of confirmed that as well. It seems like this is a well-known bug. In which case, if you ever tell her to hide in the prison cell, she's completely and permanently bugged to this location and becomes completely interactable. So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Don't really have any other solution to this. I need to go back to an old save file. Which also includes refighting those two. Isn't that fun? Oh, it's absolutely fun. I love to do that, especially after I just took care of the eyeballs and stole a bunch of things from a prison guard. But that's fine. I'm just gonna get that stuff back. And the worms from the cargo. Sure, I'm just gonna get all of that back. So, okay, this time around. Let us go.
Lead the way.
Let us go. Huh? Target group is too far away. What do you mean?
Go on. Move.
I wanted to separate us for a second. Alright. let's get moving.
The quicker, the better.
Of course, of course. Okay, I'm gonna split the team. We're gonna wait for her here. The other three? Well, maybe not Asterion. Asterion stays with us as well. He has to...
Go on. Move.
Yeah, yeah.
The quicker, the better.
I know. You don't need to urge me like that. I will do what is right. Just give me 1 second.
This way.
I just need to make sure that they don't see you. Especially the eyeball needs to be distracted. Minthara! Please! Cast invisibility on her.
Can't give up now.
Safe. Just run.
Need to find a way forward. Better not be cursed.
Let's run. She's constantly bothering me. She's constantly asking me to move. Constantly. I'm just gonna hope it lasts for long enough for me to make my escape. But there's a freaking eyeball right there. Maybe I should use my dash. Misty step? Oh, I can't do that. Oh, that's the worst possible timing right now. This is probably one of the worst possible timings.
Let's see what
Let's go into this room. Close the door. Get inside. Close the door. Get inside. This is relatively safe. Pretty sure I haven't seen a single eyeball around here for a very long time. Okay, how long is invisibility? For one more turn.
No
I'm gonna use another one. I think I had some. Yes, I do. Okay. Throw. On her.
Best be on my way.
Let's keep marching.
Alright, what now?
Please tell me that there's no freaking eyeball around here. If there is, I'm totally screwed. Totally is going to be screwed. For the love of God. Faster, guys. Faster. As fast as you can possibly imagine. Wait. That's a zombie. Okay, Minthara.
By my oath.
I need you to use Misty Step now. Okay? First and foremost, going to go for a dash. Preferably. Yeah, you're going to go for a dash. Which doesn't turn you invisible.
Advance.
Then you rush ahead. Go for Misty Step. All the way over here. And stay.
Best get going.
I don't need to hide. They know me. They have nothing against me. There you
There is
go.
work to do.
Everyone is slowly walking up there.
Yes? Better move.
Nobody's seen anything. And it seems like I might have forgotten my imp somewhere. Oh well, he can wait. I will get him later. I will get him later. What's more important is getting Minthara out of that out of that tower. Seriously. Dash.
Forward.
Run.
I last left Moonrise. As a
Oh, thank
commander
you.
in the Absolute's army, obeying the voice of a god. I thought I had found a home and a purpose.
Now I leave as an exile. But you risked your life to rescue me. For that, I am grateful.
The artifact connects with her, pulling your minds together and showing her all that you have seen. The prism, your dream visitor, the protection that keeps you from obeying the Absolute and becoming a Lithid. She knows it all in a moment. Her mind reels, but is no longer clouded. She accepts the truth. She has no choice.
There is much we must discuss. Do you have a safe place to camp nearby?
Probably. Maybe. I can tell you where my camp is, but I wanted to do some other things. You know, the stuff that I've done before. And it's good to see that you're happy. I'm also happy. You're buggy mess, Mifara. A buggy mess.
Goodbye for now. I will see you soon.
Of course. Of course. Okay. Where's my
One day
imp?
I'll catch a break.
I need to get my imp back. Holy damn.
What a day.
That was bothersome. Really bothersome.
I've got a long road ahead. Don't wait to step.
Okay. So, alright. I pretty much did everything that we've done before. Got all of the items that we also got before. Technically speaking, I could have attempted to murder the warden there, now that I finally got rid of all of the eyes, without worrying about my fire anymore. But on the other hand, again, I should probably start my murder spree once we actually had our mind read or checked, just in case they're actually going to go for that stuff, right? You never know with those kinds of peoples. Anyways, where is she? We're supposed to talk to someone, weren't we?
Don't try giving orders, true soul. Everyone here answers directly to Z'rell.
I wasn't even attempting to do so. I was trying to find a leader, so that I can finally start my murder spree. Kind of infurious because of a couple of you guys. So it might be beneficial for me to maybe lower your numbers a little. Might be a little bit more beneficial for me in the long run, right?
No feuding under this roof, true soul. We're all one under the Absolute. More's the pity.
You're all one. Yeah, I know that.
You're not the first to brave the dark for the Absolute. The war camps are full to bursting.
But to be fair, in most cases, those guys don't have a choice, right? They don't even have a choice. They're forced to be recruited. Otherwise, they might just die, right? Oh, by the way, before I read this, what is this called? Recruiting the Gnolls. The Gnolls verge upon being brute beasts who cannot follow orders, couched into a simple terms. They can fulfill one important role in an army, such as the one we are building. That of the Vanguard Shock Troop. Howling Gnoll, berserkers can be sent ahead in the front assault to absorb the defensive spells and missile volley, exhausting our enemy's ammunition before the arrival of the originated phalanxes of our less savage troops. Accordingly, Rexlin's Hobgoblin Rangers are hereby detached to the wilderness to track down Gnoll war packs, capture each pack's Fiend leader, and bring them back in good condition to Moonrise Tower for tentpoling. Those Finns can then be returned to their war packs, where we can count on the rings and file to follow the orders of their leaders, who will then be loyal to the Absolute. 6 such packs should meet our needs. See to it. Discipline Z'rell on behalf of General Ketrick. Ah, so that one group of Gnoll that we've defeated before was one of the 6 packs that they were hunting for the general, which they are planning to use as simple cannon fodder. Isn't that just nice? Isn't that just nice? And they are talking about the tadpole so freely? I thought that was supposed to be some kind of super secret. After all, who in their right mind would want to get infected by a freaking tadpole of all things, huh? I wouldn't, if I were in their shoes. But oh well. Pretty sure they don't take no for an answer around here. What's this? Depicting of scribed and 2 General Catholic druids, meddling and meddlesome. I have a history with them that makes me worry of underestimating them. They will certainly not welcome the rise of the Absolute in their vicinity, and could become significant obstacles if we don't find a way to take them out of the plane. I speak here, for starters, of the Emerald Grove, and of the Cloakwood Circle. They cannot easily be defeated without a significant diversion of resources, but they can, perhaps, be neutralized from within. Druids, by their very nature, do not smile. Yantus values the balance of nature's forces over the welfare of humanity in general. And in the extreme, this is expressed by the faction historically known as the Shadow Druids, who favor complete separation of the circle from what they regard as the ill of civilization. We shall identify the current leader of the Shadow Druids, cultivate them with gifts while intimidating them with threats, and encourage them to see that the wise and most prudent course is for the Druid Circle to stand neutral as the army of the Absolute marches on the blighted city of the civilians. Disciple Sorel shall select an appropriated agent to parley with the Shadow Druid leader. Eventually, all shall be infected with tadpoles. So they were behind the deal. They were the one who pushed Kaga and the Shadow Druids together. I see. It makes sense. Oh, by the way, wait a second. Did I open that door before? Hmm? No, I didn't. They have a whole different area around here. I was about to go up there, but there's more to explore. There's a bunch more to explore. And more to steal once I get rid of them all. Who are you? Arash Oplodra. Is that?
Araj Oplodra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing.
Your services? Oh, wait a second, you're a drow like me! You even have the official drow tier! Well then, I'm listening.
Put plainly, I'd like your blood. A vial of true soul's blood, specifically. With 1 drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself.
You want my blood? And what kind of potion is this exactly?
No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together,
Okay. I don't really think that tadpole thingy has any sort of influence on my blood, though. And what exactly will you do with my blood that you keep?
Research, naturally. A little experimentation, perhaps. I have an innate curiosity for all things sanguine.
Everything that is red and bloody. I think you would love to have some pair of red shoes. But let's talk about that later. But sure, sounds interesting. Let's do it.
Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your friend. He's a vampire, no? Or one of their spawn, at least.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did.
What?
I assume he belongs to you?
Whoa, 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 whoa! Belongs to you? Excuse me? He's his own person here.
I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable.
What the hell?
Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry, you want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
Obstinate charge? Hello? What? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean with the potion of strength, though? I'm interested in the potion, but it seems like he's really against that. He said no, there's nothing more to discuss. But to be fair, I am surprised, Astarion. I thought you would jump at any occasion to get a little bit of blood. I mean, every time I tell you to attack my foes, you usually go for it. Didn't you?
I'm sorry, but could you excuse us a moment? Are you actually asking me to do this? Trading me for some potion? Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank.
It's rank? Potion that powerful could change our fate, though. Isn't it worth a bad taste in your mouth? It's your choice. Do what you want. Don't be so dramatic. It's just a bite. One nip and you're done. Her house, Obdola, was famous for experimenting with mind flayers. Wait, is your blood tainted with mind flayer thingies?
That would explain the stench, yes. I've already had enough illithid filth in my head. I don't want it in my stomach as well.
I don't have all day, true soul.
A permanent strength upgrade, right? She was offering a permanent strength upgrade. I would love to have that potion. You know what? I'm leaving it to you, Astarion. We could technically need the potion, but if you're not up to it, you can just say no.
Fine. I'll do it. Darling, I've had a sudden change of heart. After all, who could resist such a delectable neck? Hold very, very still.
Incredible. Incredible.
Oh, hells.
I'm sorry.
Not your taste.
No.
You're fetid, full of corruption.
I feel exquisite, though. So here's my part of the bargain. I hope you find it as satisfying as I found this. It was everything I imagined, and then more. I'll be able to put this to good use.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that seems really bad. I think for today we're going to have only drinks for dinner. Huh? Astarion? Only drinks. I'm going to give you so much alcohol you will forget this very day.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
But how bad could it possibly be? I mean, you ate all sorts of blood before. Sure, you didn't like the undeads. But you never complained about anyone else that you were forced to bite. Not even Marcus. And Marcus had some very rotting wings on his back. Huh. Elixir of Elven Elegance. Noble elf blood grants you additional 10-meter movement, dark vision, and you cannot be charmed. Okay. Potion of everlasting vigor. Permanently increase your strength by 2. 2 points. That is a really good potion, though. A really good potion. I'm sorry that you didn't like it, Astarion, but the potion seems really, really good. Not for us, but maybe for the others. Let's just never talk about this again. Yeah, let's never talk about this again. That was disgusting. That was really disgusting. Hello.
She sees everything we are. Do you understand? There is no hiding from her.
Are you talking about the Absolute?
There's eyes in the dark. In the walls. Please, stop looking at me. Please.
I can promise you that. She isn't doing that by choice. She's forced.
There's eyes in the dark.
She is forced, just like everyone else. It is kind of interesting that they could just enforce their will on a goddess like that. If it's even is the goddess. I'm not even sure if anybody could, you know, entrap a goddess into a mortal realm like that. But oh well! Everyone has their own ways of interacting with the holy, right? Or the unholy. Some of us are also capable of reviving the dead. Whenever they feel like it. Like our talking skeleton back in the camp. Right? Let me see. Is there anybody else around here? Or was it just this one room? It could be that it is just this one room, but I don't really settled with that just yet.
A little saliva.
On the other hand, never mind. It is only this one room. Huh. Alright then, never mind. Time for us to get upstairs then. Back to Srel. Srel. Not entirely sure what her name is, but it starts with a Z. It starts with a Z. Okay. So where are you? Always lovely to see that they place a couple of extra additional treasure chests on the way. You can never have you can never have enough treasures around here, right? There's never enough treasures. Alright then. Oh, there she is. Zrel!
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciple Zrel?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul.
Well, I don't like this.
The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No. Better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. She sees the goblins walking free, and a burning rage fans across your mind like wildfire.
Explain yourself.
Well, you did say that I was free to do whatever I want. Right? And besides, if they're dead, that would be a waste. Free, they will spread the word of the Absolute, and maybe we will have new believers, right? we can have a whole new army of new believers. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Wait. You need to imagine it. The grand picture. A whole future army of followers. God damn it. Thank you for inspiration, guys.
Very pragmatic, but very boring.
Maybe.
Let's see if there's anything interesting in this brain of yours.
Oh no.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
Oh shoot! Are you serious now? Okay, wait. Okay, distract her by drawing her towards your hunger for power. Fill your mind with love. Of course, I absolutely love this flesh wall. Absolutely, she broke my shoulder. I love that.
There is a tremor of shared ecstasy as she finds a mirror to her own desire.
Perfect. You crave what all true souls should, to be touched by the Absolute. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted.
Everything you wanted? Well, can you show me the power that she gave you so that I know what I need to look out for?
Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again?
True.
She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought.
What? Oh.
But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my good side. And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
It's true. I don't really want to fight her if she can just explode our heads. I live to serve, of course. What do I need to do?
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home.
Mausoleum? Understood. I'm ready to head out. What if Balthazar's dead? Can you give me some extra intel? Which type of relics is he trying to retrieve?
It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know.
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
Why? Why is she anxious? Is it a good idea to talk about it? You know what? Sure, I'm very persuasive. I might not be that persuasive. God! Come on! Don't fight me every way! You want to talk about it! You just don't know it yet!
I am in awe of the power the relic must hold to be of such importance.
Uh-huh.
General Thorm will not leave Moonrise without it.
What is it? How would you even know that you found it? Also, what if Balthazar is already dead?
Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters.
Understandable. The relic is vital to Catterick's plan. You should be giving me more support. Could you give me allies?
Fine. Talk to the Bugbear Quartermaster. Tell him he's to share my secret stash with you.
You have a secret stash? Quartermaster. Alright then. Understood, ma'am. I'm ready to head out.
The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
I think she hasn't really fully realized yet that we are kind of immune to, you know, the curse, thanks to a certain pixie. Which is probably good. I cannot open this door. But I can explore this. Can I?
Wide, gaping sockets that see nothing. And still they seem to watch you.
Am I allowed to approach this? Can I talk? Or are you going to be angry? I'm gonna wait a bit for all of our achievements to pass. Okay.
It is not your time yet, Blessed One. The rooftop chapel is reserved for the General's private contemplation, save for those he chooses to ascend.
This must be the place. We have to get inside.
I mean, I could just try to overrun them, but I guess maybe we should just take our time. How exactly does one get chosen to ascend?
I'm sure you have done a great many things to get this far, true soul. But above, you will stand in her very presence. Such an honor requires more. Disciples Rel has given you a chance to earn that honor.
Alright. Prove that you're ready. Reach out for her tadpole. And if I choose to go anyways, will you stop me? Of course you would stop me. By the way, what's with that skeletons? Does the Absolute dabble in necromancy as well?
Her design does not end at the grave, Blessed One. You will serve, whether you ascend or fall, and I find use for even the fallen. I hope that is some comfort to you.
So even the ones that fail have a chance to still serve her. Let's see. That's good to know. Can I talk to you? I mean, you're kind of dead, but maybe you can still...
The corpse remains silent.
Okay, never mind. Seems like every time they're crushing their spirits, there's no hope to ever resurrect them with our Speak of Death spell. That's good to know. Can I enter this place or is this restricted? I can loot, so I guess this is fine. Alright. Well, you know what the drill by now. 1 second. I'm gonna grab everything that I can. Okay, it seems like not everything around here is ready for the grabs. We have a couple of locked doors as well. A map of Baldur's Gate depicting the upper city, the lower city, and the outer city, as far as Worm's Crossing, as well as Grey Harbor and the near course of Sindarin. Arrows show the intended progress of the army of the Absolute, with a weak point in the city. Defense marked with an X. Can I take this? No, I can't. And I can't even read this missive. Okay. I kinda wish I could get rid of that eyeball, but then again, there's somebody here that wouldn't allow for this to happen. Can I talk to you, or are you going to be angry?
The tower doesn't stink like an overstuffed cemetery, which means Balthazar hasn't returned. So why are you here instead of out there looking for him?
I was just wanted to ask more questions.
Oh, good. I love answering questions.
You do? I need an idea of what to do next. Where exactly did he go? Where's the mausoleum?
Have I not been clear? Find Balthazar, and more importantly, the relic he holds. Neither of which, you'll notice, are here.
Okay, she's extremely rude and agitated. I can understand that. I'm gonna be on my way then. Do you have a problem with me lockpicking this door? Is that problematic? It's not red, so I should be able to do this. Anybody have a problem with this? No? On second thought, this seems like a horrible idea, and the other path is actually red. Okay. Well... I guess we're just going to go into hiding and then enter this room, huh?
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Come on, everyone inside. Close the door behind you. I don't want to get interrupted. Okay, so which type of room is this? What is this? A lung? Multitude of bodies? I'm just gonna loot everything really quickly. It seems like I probably have to read a bunch of books.
Looks like the other. Another story about the Githyanki prince.
The third one that we found so far. Might be important for Lae'zel. Maybe. By the way, now that I think about it.
My favorite.
Shadowheart, would you love to create another little helper? The body's right here. We could create another... Do I want a skeleton or do I want a zombie? The zombie wasn't really that helpful the last time. I guess we're going to create a skeleton again. And hello, new Marcus! Always a pleasure to have you around.
Calm and quiet, that's the way.
Alright. I will make good use of your body. I can promise you that. I should have expected that. I see now that every little thing around here is trapped. How long does the poison last? For a little while. Not even that dangerous. Wasn't even that dangerous. Okay. Musty tome? Oh. Oh? Yes. Musty. What is musty? You just want the heart. Of course, makes absolutely sense, right? Musty means heart. And that just unlocks a secret, another secret part of the room?
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles. But they were already imbued with Netherese magic. So where did that magic come from?
Who knows? Right? Who knows? And most importantly, Dream Guy, I'm currently a little busy here looting the entire room. And besides, we're probably going to figure it out soon enough. Right? We're probably going to figure it out soon enough. They might have some kind of secret source that infuses them directly from birth. And maybe Baldur was trying to extract that essence and infuse it into something else. Huh? I know I would love to try something like that if I had the chance at least. Ooh, a full goblet of dead tadpoles.
A seat that has seen many occupants, none of their own volition, and none in comfort.
Why are there so many dead pixies around here? Is this the creation room of the moon lantern? Was he the one who created this whole thing? And seems like it. A ritual circle.
A ritual circle. Looks like it was used in the crafting of moon lanterns.
Yeah, seems like it. Also seems to be related to some sort of necromancy spell. At the very least, if I see that correctly in the center of the ritual circle. But alright then, that's always nice to see. What else do you have to offer? Let's see. Whoa, 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 there was a cape there. Depravitation cape. Deadly depravation. When you poison a foe, heal yourself by 1 for... Oh! Shadowheart! You and your poison strike have now found a way to heal yourself. Doesn't that sound nice? That sounds especially nice for you. Already worth it. This is all already worth it.
Despite everything.
So, alright. I think with that, I have pretty much everything from this room. All organized, as well as the books. Are there any books that I've already read before? Potion of Healing. Yeah, I already had that one before. I didn't even learn the recipe. Poison is also just another recipe. That's a little gift. And Goblin Magullia Gambit. Okay. So except of those 2 books, we have like 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 new books to read. So without any further ado, let's start with the Githyanki disc. Alright?
The disc is formed from slate and engraved with Githyanki writing. It closely resembles the disc that Lae'zel deciphered. This time, the symbols easily resolve into coherent words and sentences. The story of Orpheus further unfolds. The Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver, that his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon, Ephelaman. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale. But beneath the roars we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son, Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. The chapter ends there. This disc might be of some interest to Lae'zel.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Unless, of course, she's going to be infuriated by this. I know that she's recently started to doubt Vlaakith, especially after her betrayal, but you know how it is. You know how it is. Sometimes they don't really want to play along, right? Just like the cargo guy, he told me that I can check the cargo and suddenly try to attack me. They're very finicky with their opinions around here. Alright. A swift and sudden death. A Scotch book, its pages singled and tattered. Though its content have been rendered illegible by some unknown phenomenon, it is still possible to make out the dedication. To those who doubt me, may the storm claim your final breath, and the earth rejects your rest? Was that written by Balthasar? Would be quite fitting for this whole theme of the room and the previous traps. Beheading the bitter roots. Grimfort's region is an important choke point as it controls access to Moonrise Tower via the Underdark, but Grimfort is occupied by the Dorega Bitterroots clan. Though not numerous, these Doregas are a band of tough combatants and could prove inconvenient obstacles should we need to move military assets quickly through the region. These Doregas must be neutralized. Accordingly, let a team of Oren's crack doppelganger assassins be assigned the task of killing King Gurdon, the monarch of the Bitterroot clan. After the assassination, the team is to gather Gureda's head and especially his crown. Before ensuring that both are hurled into the fathomless depths, the Bitterroots, unable to crown a new king, will fracture into crawling subclans, the leader of which can one by one be tadpoled. Is that the reason why that one lady was a follower of the Absolute? I say now, they had their hands on pretty much everything around here. Then the cloud spoke. This is a log of the works of one of Balthasar's necromancers, Cressa Bone Daughter, dating 10 days ago. After the state the Fallen One was in, I never expected Cressa would be able to save it. I was hoping the usurper thing would just die. That's what it would have wanted probably as well. It's not as if Cressa's study is going to prove much anyways. It was damaged in the attack way beyond what a mere tadpole could do, but she seems fond of the foul creature. Let her play with it for now. Another entry seems to be written into this log, dated a 10-day later. I should not have, in hindsight, let Cressa keep her pet. Ever since it was shipped onto one of those nautiloids to be deployed, she has been inconceivable. It won't survive out there. It needs me. It isn't like the others. The feral thing will make a fine warrior for the Absolute. And now my best assistant is distracted thinking about it. Pah! She will come to heel again soon enough. She turned one of the tadpoles into her pets? And they took it away from her after she got attached? That seems a bit cruel. Alright, next up, attention, acolytes. A reminder, acolytes are permitted entry to my chamber for the sole purpose of collecting moon lanterns. My library is not to be tampered with. While the Absolute appreciates your eagerness to learn, my bookshelves do not. Any request to borrow from them must be given to me in advance, and are likely to be refused. Should you desire information on poison, do not think to read any tomes on the subject here. They are inclined to grant more knowledge than the written words could possibly provide, because it will literally cover the entire room. Remember, the Absolute's purpose is better served by a beating heart than a poisoned mind. Though, if you do choose that after all, I will ensure that you will serve us still. At the very least, with your body. Pretty sure I should have read that before. Maybe that was supposed to be a warning. Right? Maybe. Balthasar's personal note number 2. Note. Install a drain beneath the library's conventional medicine shelf. It's wasteful to let all that blood seep through the flagstones, isn't it? And it will rust the spikes besides. A line slashes through the above, the same hand in the fresh ink below. Disregard that. The smell gives me sweet dreams. So he wants blood to stay. Okay, I'm not even questioning that. Research notes. I have redirected some materials from beneath the tower. I plan to simply raise what force I need inside the mausoleum itself, but the general preferred that no more of his family's crypt should be disturbed. Even so, I may have no choice here. The temple will not surrender the Nightsong easily. Nightsong? And the general's invulnerability depends on it. I am sure he will forgive a little transgression, if it is to free thy army to move on Baldur's Gate at least. So he needs the Nightsong in order to become invulnerable. And he can't leave without it. Okay, that's good to know. That was a very important upgrade for our journal. Thank you. And his personal note number 3. Request from next caravan. Any work by Mordecai must catch up on our current events. No volo, better a century of ignorance. Hin velum, hold ink like no other. Could harvest from a accolade. New copy of Swift and Sundead. For libraries, current volume has been unscorched. Yeah, I've seen it. It's a bit of a shame. Maybe somebody tried to read it before and might have been an explosion or something like that. A little gift. Marcus, I assume no explanation is needed for just how rare these appendages are. And I trust that you shall make good use of them. You have a golden opportunity to please the general, so please, do not squander it. Access to the unwilling donor has proven difficult since the harvesting, but if I am afforded the opportunity, I shall pass along your graduation. B. Balthasar? Harvester? Pendant. Is it about the wings? Because that was the only thing that was out of place with him. Interesting. Very interesting. And the last one. Goblin Magubeljar's Gambit. Goblin troops, though crude and a bit dim, are valuable because they are adaptable and can be fitted into a number of different military roles. Excellent at archery, skirmish, and walk cavalry scouts. If rigorously drilled, some can function as disciplinary Palanx's army with half spikes. And even the one who can't be trained to march and step can serve as prime cannibal fodder. The key to recruiting a tribe of goblins is their profound respect for their priest, who leads the tribe member in worship of all, conquering Magubeljar. Therefore, let the high priest of the 7 tribes of the Southwest Sword Coast be invited to a grand council, a feast where they will be well fed, well flattered, and well lubricated with jugs of plonk laced with mild paralystic? Okay. The priest will awake with new guests in their crania, and be led into a docile devotion to a new and greater god than Magubeljar, the Absolute. And trust me, where the priestess goes, their warriors shall follow. Advisor Balthasar. Okay, so one by one they have found the optimal solution to increase their armies by infecting the least amount of people. Interesting.